Hello and welcome, Pocket Watch here, and it's about time to get back into milk, outside a bag of milk, outside a bag of milk. Because apparently there's more endings and you wanted me to check them out, so that's what I'm going to do. Also, I will do quite a lot of cutting in this video probably, because I don't think I can get all the endings by going just blindly. I assume there's like very specific conditions you need to get, so I will check like with walkthrough basically what kind of choices I have to make. And yeah, this is just like one of the rare instances when I will actually use a guide for the novel, because we're just checking like the other endings and stuff. So yeah, I think like I will just start a new game and try to get all the achievements on Steam and all the endings. So yeah, let's just start a new game and we'll see how it goes. Okay, this is apparently the place where I should save, because all endings and achievements starting from this point of the game. We are about to search for fireflies, so we should interact with the computer first. It's the same conversation until we get this, and apparently you will end up returning to that subject anyway. Is the other achievement we can get. One wonderful day, someone digs you up from your hamster house and brings you to the pet store. Now your new home is a cage. That's way more comfortable and warm compared to the underground. The most important part, you have a lot of neighbors here. Their cages are identical to yours. And the other hamsters look identical to you too. That means you're all the same. I hope I'm recording. Yeah, I do. Okay. Apart from the fact that they were born at the shop, we'll ask, what does that indicate? And I will tell you nothing at all. I forgot what I was talking about. Gosh. Okay, let's start over. This time try to avoid stupid hamster analogies. You know I'm not at fault here. So, I had a lot of friends online. Tens, thousands of them. Impossible to count. Okay. It's impossible though. I had exactly 317 of them. Although I guess nobody counts the exact number of hamsters when they walk into the pet shop. Yeah, I don't get distracted. Alright. From my 317 friends, 68 were into gambling, just like me. Gaming, sorry. Just like me. 130 of them liked drawing, just like me. The remaining 119 were into calculators and 3D modeling equally. When I say equally, I don't mean 59 and half friends on each side. Alright? You can split numbers evenly, no problem, but math doesn't work like that when it comes to friends. A major conundrum, right? Get the point. And you, of course, that no real people exist on the web. I also understood that all my friends die the moment I turn off my laptop. Ooh, wow. What an analogy, holy crap. But I still wasn't a bit worried. Why? Do you know what computer program consists of? It's just a combination of numbers. Which means my friends are also numbers. Isn't it amusing? Wow. Wow. Not really. Why do you call them your friends? I mean, everyone who shares my interests is my friend. They don't care whether they know about my existence or not. Anyway, as I was saying, every program has its own algorithm and purpose. It's a mathematical formula. And if you solve that formula, you'll be able to predict the program behavior at any moment. The longer you speak, the less I follow. You don't need to follow me around, just listen. I sit on the floor and the laptop screen ends up right in front of me. The only thing reflected in it is my dim face. A web person is just a random picture and a random string of letters. Words and actions from the web person are just executable code. Hey, let me know if you need a break. One day, someone appeared. From that point on, my laptop was always on. There are no real people on the web, but he was good at pretending. At some point, I let him trick me. Hey, look. Huh? Suddenly a firefly slowly crawled out the laptop. Van the grill. I reached for it. It gets my palm and bring it the while. Okay. I think it's trying to say something. I can see that myself, if only I knew that. Looks like cipher. Don't you want to crack it? Actually, never mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. Yeah, this is exactly what we had already before, right? It stopped going, starts glowing. I can back to sensors. For some time, I think it thinks about the further course of actions, then flies and dashes into my ear. Okay, let's continue searching. What about your story? You must be mad at me for interrupting you. I'm sorry. If you do everything right, I will finish my story. Maybe. Do you promise? I promise. And if you forget, then remind me. Because a code... Oh, please forget it because I want. That's the achievement I got now. Then remind me. With a code word, for example. What code word? I'll think of one later. And for now, let's keep searching for my fireflies. Okay, that's not what I expected, to be honest. Apparently the finish searching is showing up after I get 3 fireflies, basically. So we'll just go into finish searching when I'm ready. I guess. I gotta manage to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me on the other hand. I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Why not? Yeah, it's all the same. So we need to get to this part, and this is where we choose there's no way somebody cares about you that much. Wow, that's mean. Yeah, I said before let's stay here, but apparently this one is giving us like another achievement ending or something. So I will just go with this and see how it goes. Just for a couple of minutes, okay? Okay. Oh, we're on the balcony. Actually, wow, this ward is amazing. My apartment, a building, looks like a bottomless cooking pot, but instead of soup, it has hundreds of concrete and metal boxes on its walls. There are lights in the windows, there are muffled voices coming from the inside. The howling wind spirals up and splits into hundreds of independent streams. Seems like it wants to be heard by every person living here. It must feel so lonely, living in endless silence. The apartment building is pretty weird, isn't it? Yeah, like you can see, like there's like a bunch of apartments here. I could see the horizon from my window before, and the building grew for miles in both directions. I guess at some point it circled around and closed on itself. Oh, there's the... Oh, this is the circle that she's afraid of. Nothing unusual about it. How do I feel? I definitely feel. Sometimes that's more than enough. Wow, just to feel is like important to her. Still, you're anxious, aren't you? Of course. Moreover, I'm completely terrified. Was it that obvious? You're looking in every direction but not up. Because there's this eye. This O. Whatever that is. Oh, that... I've already told you, haven't I? About what? Oh, you know, small stuff. Can small stuff make you terrified? It's hard to explain. I climb up the metal railing and let my legs hang down. I sneak short glances at the abyss from time to time. It replies with angry cold breath. That's how we interact, like old friends. Sometimes I feel like the whole world pretends to be crazy. As if trying to make me believe in something that doesn't exist. That's weird, isn't it? Yes, but at the same time, it makes me feel a little bit happy. Everything around me was created for my sake. Deceive, trick, confuse me. That's true, I guess I'm not so crazy myself after all. You believing in this? This is a definition of craziness? You are probably right. Another gust of wind blasts against the pot walls, smashing the glass window to dust and blows away the concrete crust. I, on the other hand, feel a gentle breeze that only ruffles my hair. I still haven't come up with a code word. You are the one to remember your promise. You don't need a code word anymore. I don't like when it happens. I want to remember certain things only when I want to. Nonetheless, you've made that promise. And I will keep it. I will need you to keep in mind that from this moment on, every word will bring me pain. Whoa! I bent down and imagined falling into the abyss. I have exactly 2 minutes before I met my end. Oh! Wait, there's no way she just fall. This is not happening, right? This is a dream. We didn't went to sleep though. Wait, what the fuck? I had a friend online, my best friend, even though the combination of letters he used instead of his name wasn't that cool. Well, the combination of pixels he had instead of his photo was also boring and unattractive. This is so strange and wrong. Breaking the rules of being online. Why was he doing that? Maybe his code was a few lines short? I don't quite get what you mean. I could tell you about those rules. You can't find them anywhere. I'm smart, so I figured them out myself. Although, I'm not sure if I should divulge them. Why? When I try to say what I think out loud, I tend to make mistakes. If I make just a single one, everything that comes after contradicts my thoughts. And I end up with the opposite positions. And I don't want that. According to that logic, it would be better for you to keep your mouth shut forever. Yeah, that's my dream. Oh no. Keep my mouth shut, never get up from bed, never see or hear anything. Oh no, this is terrible. Just dream on and on. Why is everything so terrible? Don't get distracted. So, what was that about your friend? My friend? Oh yes. He was brazen enough to... Come on, gather your thoughts. He somehow made me believe that he was real. He kept describing someone else's life to me in detail as if it was him. And he expected me to do the same. And then I told him everything about myself without hiding a single thing. I grit my teeth. The wind whips my face without mercy. It slices my skin into uneven stripes as if it's a piece of thin cloth. He knew more about me than anybody else in the world. You know what he did? We do? Yes? Sending an army of bots to harass me was probably fun. What a piece of oh my god. Oh, I'm so... Oh my god. I cannot describe how pissed I am right now. I just cannot describe. Oh my god. Why? You fucking asshole. And what's most important, it was a win-win situation. They spawn here and there. Simple bits of code that are effortless to run. No wonder that our algorithm assigns that pattern more often than the others from the list. Text and video generators get to work at the same time. My name surfaces on the web more and more. That's unbearable. Or maybe she just, because she looks at everything as the bots and not real people. Maybe he tried to get her help. Maybe he spread her story and other people not harass her but ask her how she feels and like trying to make her situation to be like visible in the internet, you know, so maybe someone will at some point help her. Maybe he didn't have the wrong intentions. What do you think? You can let me know in the comments. Which one is it, you think? Did he actually harass her with bots? Or he actually didn't mean any harm? Because from her perspective, it feels like harassment. Unbearable. From around every corner, every balcony, ceiling, attic, wall, I always feel many pairs of watchful eyes directed at me. That's why she's been talking last time, that something is watching her. And now they watch me from the screens too. But I will put an end to it. I've decided a long time ago. Though maybe I only decided that only. My body finally crashes into the ground, smashing into a million tiny pieces like a porcelain. It's my second death for today already. I'm cold, let's go back inside. Okay, that was just her imagination. What the hell? I returned to my room. Thankfully, it hasn't changed one bit during the minutes I was outside. Without a second thought, I go towards the laptop and yank the power cable from the outlet. That's it. That's it. That's it. What are you going to do? This was a silly question. I'm going to sleep, of course. Okay, this is the part we had, so I will cut here and see what we can do with this save, basically. Or I will have to like click escape and then continue from the previous save. So we can get like some ending on this episode. So I will be right back. Okay, seems like we will have to load the game actually, because the ending that we had last time is the ending that we can actually get when we had both of the scenes, like the strangulation scene and the falling down scene, and the other endings require us to not get one of them or not get like any of them or something. So I will just load the game and we'll go from that. Okay, and there we are. So in order to get second ending, we need to collect 4 fireflies, not experience the first death, the first strangulation scene, but we have to experience the second scene. So that's what I'm going to try to do now, and I will see you like after the second scene, I guess. Oh, something changed. We went to sleep. Oh, we have... Oh, the endings are like different dreams we have. Because first time when you had like a dream of like... from like other perspective when we go to help and buy milk with Treska, and now we have something else. Oh, okay. I see what the system is now. I wake up lying on the cold floor in the center of the cramped room. Also, this is like very different color style. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls and a single door. I can hear muffled sounds coming from the other side of it. Scary sounds. What is happening? I hug my knees and drop myself in the sweater like a blanket. It's no use, I'm chilled to the bone. The room is pretty spacious, but I still can't shake the feeling that I'm trapped inside a suffocating casket. The faint blue glow that sneaks in through the keyhole only adds to that feeling. Do I want to know what's outside? As if on cue, an inhuman roar comes from the other side of the door. It becomes louder and louder, more and more distinct with every passing second. Somebody or something is getting closer. I curl into ball, trying to take up as little space as possible. Maybe I can become invisible or become smaller in some miraculous way. In the meantime, the hole becomes unbearably loud, but only for a moment. Then it sheepishly backs off. until I can't hear it anymore. I finally decide to stand up. Okay. After I do that, I hear another strange sound. It's coming from right above me now. The ceiling moves upwards, squeaking. Small debris is falling on my head. I squint a little, then raise my hands, trying to touch the ceiling, but it suddenly starts to rise quicker and instantly disappears into the darkness. I'm not in casket anymore. Well, it wasn't a casket now. Exactly a casket now. It was well in the form of a casket. The room becomes darker and colder. I will have to do something at this point. That's actually such a different art style. I mean, art style is the same, but it's like such a different vibe. Hours pass. I frantically run from one wall to another, delirious. The walls run away from me, making the already spacious room even bigger. In the end, I stand amidst endless darkness, and only the door is watching me with its eye. I kept purposefully avoiding it. I could sometimes hear horrifying rustles and howls on the outside. However, now I don't even have a choice anymore. I slowly come up to the door and reach out towards it. As expected, the door also moves away from me. I continue moving towards it with the hands stretched out. I don't want to lose only source of light in its pitch black darkness. At some point, I get tired of sneaking up on the door, and like some wild animal, so I lunge at it, trying to grab the handle. However, the last moment the door whistles away, and I fall to the cold floor, unable to keep my balance. It hurts. Stupid door, stupid nasty cursed door, I hate you, I hate you. You, I scream at the top of my lungs. I finally let out all the despair that I had bottled up. I also realize how horrible the situation I ended up in is. What kind of nightmare is that? Why she's dreaming of this? What analogy is there for it? Is it like some analogy of like being trapped in your own mind, basically? Like, it's like this like whole endless scary space, and she knows that she can escape. There's like a hope, but she's unable to. Is it that she's afraid of like never being able to leave outside and be like normal or something? No, I don't stop screaming for a moment, because I'm scared to end up to complete silence. The reality around me disappears, my twisted imagination will take over, and the realest thing I have right now is my voice. Realist. Hey, I can hear you. A voice. Coming from the other side of the door. I'm here, come closer. I scream twice as hard as before, and scream until my throat's hard. Until my ears start buzzing. My biggest wish right now is to keep in touch with that person, whoever they are. Hey, where are you? I rush towards the door, stumbling on the way. I keep running for 10 minutes, but the door isn't even an inch closer. At the same time, the distance between us haven't grown either, which means I matched the same speed. I just need to make one final push. I gather the last bit of strength I have and push my legs off the ground. The jump feels like eternity. I stretched out my hand, almost touching the stretchy wood. I dive face first onto the ground with ridiculous speed. I slide at least 30 more feet like that, thanks to inertia, leaving behind a bloody trail. My hand is still outstretched, trying to grab empty space. Tears stream down my face, making the numerous scratches burn. I try to wipe them, but I scream and yank my hand away the moment I touch my face. My lips and nose are now a meshy mess. Somebody help. The other side of the door is completely silent. The silence reigns for an excruciatingly long time. However, at some point, that silent torture ends. Hey, I can see you. I try to reply, but stifled whimpers come out of my throat instead of words. Are you hurt? Yes, yes. I stand up from my knees, despite continuing to cry. I take a couple of deep breaths and start running again. I keep running for hours. I feel like the door is closer to me by an inch or two. I almost let myself stop for the rest at that thought. I can't rest. I will catch up to it sooner or later. The voice from the other side of the door keeps asking me how I feel. I let out a heavy, rushed breath in reply. I will fall from exhaustion if I utter even a single word. So is it like basically how she feels when someone tries to help her? Like she cannot, like her mind is not like allowing her to, like, you know, open the door and open her feelings to the person that is outside. So maybe it's like this therapist that she's like going to is talking to her through this door, and she's trying to convey her like thoughts and feelings, but she's unable to escape basically. He can see that she's like hurt, like something is happening with her. He understands, but cannot do anything from outside, and she needs to come out, but it's hard work. And she's very slowly moving closer and closer, but she's getting hurt along the way. Something like this. Still, I'm thankful to them, and don't want them to become silent. After another hour passes, I barely scratch the handle with my nails. I'm almost there. I'm so scared. Why aren't you doing anything? Why are they doing this to me? Don't they understand how painful this is for me? Almost there. You're scaring me, go away. Rage fills my brain. I ignore the pain in my bones and channel all my strength into one final jump. No, go away. Okay, maybe it's not a therapist because it's someone who's like... So it's in general, I think, outside world. Like, people that she's meeting with, saying how strange she is, and they're afraid of her because of that. Because that's how society sadly works. You see someone that's like acting weird or something, and you're like automatically scared of them because it's like unfamiliar thing. You just don't know how to act and what they might do. You see they're unstable. So she desperately wants help from someone, but she cannot reach. I firmly grasp the handle and open the door. Blinding light hits my eyes. I lose the ground beneath my feet and start falling. I'm lying face down in grass. I smell water, earth and the dampness of the night, and grass, of course. The wind tickles the back of my head. It hows and jumps around restlessly. Lying down like this is unpleasant and rude when nature is so alive around me, with sounds and I'm pretty sure colors too. I stand up, full of anticipation. Okay. I see an endless field. A clear sky without a single star, and a pale moon somewhat very, very far away. I shake my head and try to focus my eyes on anything, but to no avail. My surroundings are just too vast. I feel dizzy. Bam, I'm lying in the thick, wet grass again. And this time I'm looking at the darkness of the night sky, instead of just darkness. Is there any real difference though? The wind howls, is clearly upset, but what can I do about it? I hear an indescribable echo coming from away. A wolf or someone else. Does it even matter? I'm in the grass, nobody can see me. The echo draws closer and closer. At some point I realize that it's not a wolf. I jump up and start turning in my head in panic. Where's that sound coming from? It looks like somehow like this is like a flashlight or something, and they're searching for her. Like she got lost, or lost consciousness, or she ran away, and they're searching for her. That's why she feels like it's howling, because they like probably calling her name or something. I haven't said that out loud, but got an instant reply. Hey, I can hear you. My voice runs across the field, mixed with the rustle of the grass that hows in the wind. It feels like it's about to get absorbed by them, but... Hey, where are you? I can understand. Where should I run to, and if I should run again at all? Somebody clearly wants me to find and help them. Maybe they're hurt? The grass tickles my heels, while I drag my feet in the direction where I think the sound is coming from. It's just there's not a single tree or stone around. Only an endless wild field. Okay, never mind. She's going towards the noise. I hear a sounding painful scream. I shut my eyes and cover my ears. I suddenly feel scared. The scream's turning into a cry. I carefully raise my head, still scared to death. Somewhere very far away, among the thick grass, I spot a silhouette. It's just a small black spot, but... Yeah, I can see you. The silhouette doesn't move, but the sound is definitely coming from this direction. And it's not a scream. It's like a whisper or a wheeze. Are you hurt? No reaction again. Just muffled sounds. Maybe it's a wind going mad and the black spot is just a stone or a tree? I walk away, disappointed. 100 steps, 200 steps. Then I turn around. Surprisingly, the spot hasn't become smaller. It's just like a door, but other way around. I start jogging. The grass is no longer tickling me. It whips, whipping my ankles, leaving cuts. Feeling of panic and unexplainable dread grow inside me. A stone, a tree. When the hell is this field endless? I don't turn around anymore. I know that it's chasing me. The sounds reaching my ears become even stranger, louder and more distinct. The wind is bullying me too, huh? That's it, right? That's the case, right? When I stop, I run out of breath. I'm at the brink of dying, at least I think so. So she gave up? The horrifying voice is coming right from behind me. I turn around instinctively and for some reason try to shield my face, but end up losing balance and falling to the ground. The grass replies with a nasty crackling rustle. I've had enough. Okay. It's going to face it. I sprang up, the silhouette is still there at the same distance as before. It's standing there without moving an inch. I'm scared here, you know. Why won't you do anything? Okay. The silhouette trembles and starts slowly gliding towards me, followed by the new sounds, whistles and moans. Fear shackles me. I can only stand and watch the approaching black spot. My lips are parched. I speak in a voice I don't recognize. You're scaring me, go away. After that, the spot expands rapidly, and in the blink of an eye, most of the sky and the field is consumed by the sticky cold darkness. Paralysis finally let my body go, and I immediately sprint away. I run so fast that the grass turns into dark green mush under my feet. I slip up, fall, run again. No, 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 no. No, go away. Unknown force tosses my head with the crunching sound, and the darkness consumes everything. I wake up on the cold floor in the center of the cramped room. I looked around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls. That's where we have the animation of her crying again. Whoa, like this last animation of her crying is something that gives me chills each time, I swear. Why this game is so good. To be honest, I didn't understood really well this ending. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? What do you think this ending means? What kind of dream that was? What did she imagine there? Is it like, because I talked about the last ending in the last episode, but in this one, maybe this is the realization of like how she's trying to get help, but she's unable to. She's scared of the she's trying to get into the outside world, basically, right? But when she approaches this, like everyone, it's like unfamiliar to her, and everything is scaring her. So she's like contradicting herself. She's trying to get help. She's trying to get out of her shell, of the prison of her mind, basically, like this like dark room. But when then she realized that when she's actually outside, when the medicine and the therapy works, everything outside after such a long time is so unfamiliar to her that she's still feeling the same despair as she's like inside of like her head, basically. So she cannot escape this at all. Is that the realization she got there? I don't know. I think I will go with this explanation. So yeah, that's another ending that we got, and I will see you in the next episode with another ending, because I think like this is going to be quite a long episode, or maybe it's not going to be quite long, but it seems like these endings are kind of like few minutes at least, so they can be like separate endings, and I think like it's worth to talk about each of them separately. So I'm not going to include them in like one video. But yeah, so yeah, next episodes might be like 10 minutes, 50 minutes. I don't know, it depends how long this is going to take, but yeah. Thank you everyone. Let me know in the comments what do you think about this ending. So leave up a like if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you'd like to support me and see the episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and for a Pocket Watch, it's going out.